my God.
Most people think I'm still looking. I'm always preparing for the future. So we have to move on, and I want him to come forward. Your next drum major for 2016-2017 would be Mr. Brendon'S. You got some big shoes to fill, son. I'm gonna be on you like that all right. So I hope you're ready.
It's your boy Brendon'S.
And it's Maya.
And as y'all see, man, as y'all see by that beautiful intro video, man, we are just gonna kind of take a journey through my drum major year, bro.
Yay.
Shout out to 2016. Shout out to the MVP. You feel me? It's great, bro. It's a great feeling. I miss it. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Like watching those videos of whenever I was announced drum major, and also, you know, that intro video of whenever I announced that I was drum major. It brought back some good memories, bro. I remember, I think I'm the first drum major that actually got announced at the band banquet like that.
Oh, really?
If I'm not mistaken. And that was really cool for me because it had never really, I know for sure during my term in the band and just kind of what I've heard previously and how I've heard, like, you know, drum majors getting appointed drum major, I never really heard of somebody getting appointed at the band banquet, which was really, in my opinion, which is something that I feel like should always happen because it was perfect timing. It was a great feeling, you know what I'm saying? As y'all see in the video, bro, it was like my heart was beating through my chest. Cause this is a lifelong dream, bro. Something I have been wanting for years. Something I always wanted, you feel me? Something I ain't, you know, so yeah, bro, shout out to Mr. Hamer for allowing that dream of mine to come true, you know what I'm saying? Cause at the end of the day, it wouldn't, you know, it wasn't for you, it wouldn't happen. So I appreciate that. And yeah, bro, let's go ahead and kick it in. I'm going into the video. You feel me?
Legendary drum major year. He did some crazy stuff, and I'm excited to go back and watch these clips. See it from the beginning. But before we get into this video, we do have to give our shout out.
Yes.
Our shout out this week goes to Cedricia.
Yes,
shout out to you. Thank you so much for loving and supporting us to be in Fairy Tale. If you want a shout out, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, click that bell notification. Follow both of us on Instagram at Brendon'S Official, at Maya Angel, and then we have a joint channel, BM Fairy Tale.
Yep.
And lastly, just use the BM Fairy Tale hashtag on whatever social media platform that you want to use it on. We're gonna search hashtag BM Fairy Tale, look through them.
And we're gonna click on a random person. We're gonna see if y'all did everything else to qualify, like followed us and all that good stuff. And then we're gonna give y'all a shout out. Soon we're gonna get to the FaceTime, and I promise y'all, we're gonna get to the FaceTime.
That's
I promise.
definitely still in the works.
But we're just working on getting something new so we can do the FaceTime, you know. Just know it's coming. It's coming. Shout out to you. Thank you for support, Cedricia. We really appreciate you. And she a juke, guys. And she's a what? A juke. Wait, time out. Y'all, shout out to Bae for this beautiful drum major. Look at that.
Look at that. Go down a little bit. Yes.
Y'all see that? Oh yeah. Yeah, shout out to Bae. Y'all, for just a little pre-story, Bae got me this as Bayou Classic gift my drum major year. So after my last performance as drum major, I walked out of Bayou Classic to this jacket. So shout out to
Does anybody else have a jacket like that? Like any other drum major?
I think that I think for sure you were the first to do the drum major jacket, and I think I was the first to start the drum. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I gave her a dog jacket. We're gonna insert the picture. This was a very, very popular picture of us. She had the dog jacket. I had just got her the dog jacket, and I had on my juke jacket. This was before I had this jacket. That was actually my crabbier jacket. This is the picture that's in the background right here, as you guys can see. But yeah, so yeah, it was just that was shout out to Bay. That was really sweet. Shout out to you. Yeah, so shout out to you for being a Juke Shadrice. We really rock with y'all. So boom. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to tree. Alright, so for the first video, guys, this first video was my first performance, my first kick out. This was actually in Charlotte, the Queen City Battle Bands. I remember this day like it was yesterday, guys. And a quick little backstory on this before we play this clip.
What's the backstory?
Those pants, y'all. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. Those pants, bro, those pants was so tight on me, bro. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I was so, like, it was already bad enough. It was my first performance. You know, I was a little nervous, you know what I'm saying? My nerves was a little shot. And then on top of that, those pants that I had on actually was Tevin's pants. And y'all know Tevin is smaller than me. So I had to make it work. So, you know, I remember in band camp, Mr. Hamer was like, I remember your first performance, boy, you was a little stiff, you had me a little nervous there. I was like, man, look, that was because of the pants, man. The pants was too tight on me. I couldn't get loose like I wanted to.
Right.
But nonetheless, it was definitely an experience. It was definitely an eye-opener for me as a drum major, because I was like, yo, it's real. Like, once Hamer dropped that hand for the first time and it was time for me to kick out, and it wasn't a practice and it wasn't a drill. That was it, man. And that's when I realized, okay, Brendon, you were the drum major from Southern University, so.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of pressure on the drum major because he sets the tone for everybody else.
Facts.
Like when you see your drum major kick out, your heart is racing. Like if he do his stuff, it's like, okay, dang. He lets the field low key.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of pressure on him. I know the dogs for sure. We be like holding our breath. Like
a lot of people don't really realize, like, you gotta realize for those first 17 seconds of that field show, all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's no I in team. There's no person that's better than the next person. But at the end of the day, those 17 seconds, the pressure is on you. The pressure is not on nobody else in the band. The pressure is on you. And that's also, guys, how I got my show name. But I'm gonna go into that little story after we watch it. So let's watch the MVP. Yeah, let's watch. By the way, guys, this is actually a compilation video that Garrett put together. Shout out to Garrett. Only thing is we just can't use the music because of course copyright, so we're gonna use our own little music. So yeah, so here we go. Let's go get started there. Sheesh. Bro, look at all the people, bro. I was so...
Oh my God, look at all the people.
Look at all the people, bro. Like, that is crazy. Sheesh. And that's when I was trying to figure out... Look at that. Look how tight the tees... You can see how tight the tees is. Look at that.
You tried.
Right.
The boys still had 90
Yeah. Boy, come on now. Come on now. Stop playing with the kids.
Was your heart racing?
My heart was racing up until about... When I did that. Hey, I thought there was so much force behind that, bro.
Yeah.
Look at that.
After that, you probably was like, okay, it's finally done.
It was finally done. That was definitely one of my favorites.
So tell them how you got the MVP name.
So, MVP name. Basically, okay, fun fact is I did not have a show name at all. Like, so when we first got to Charlotte, guys, I'm talking about I didn't have a show name the day of.
Like kick out.
I ain't saying like, you know, beforehand all that. I'm talking about the day of. I did not have a show name. So we was in the gym. We had to go. We went in the gym to practice, not to practice, but to kind of like get ready and stuff before it was our turn to go on the field. And so the whole time, you know, next thing you know, Hammer is just like, what is your show name? And so I was just like, I just realized like I really don't have a show name because we were talking to B-Dale. Shout out to B-Dale, bro. Much love to B-Dale, bro. We were talking to B-Dale because you know, he does our voiceovers. He's been doing it for over 20 years. Shout out to him, bro. Like he's a go.
Mike check.
Yeah, Mike check one. Yeah, so he does the voiceover. So he was writing out the show, you know, for what he was gonna say, and that's when we kind of realized, like, you know, what am I gonna call you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna be called? So originally, guys, my name was Brendon the Hitman GMKREWE, right?
That'd have been nice.
The reason I wanted to be the Hitman was because as drum major, I really was big into like hits. I really like to do like ticks and like just big sudden movements, like the tick, 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 and then you know what I'm saying? Like go crazy type shit. Like that was my style. So I was like, you know, the Hitman. You know what I'm saying? So I went up to him, I was like, yo, the Hitman GMKREWE.
It rhymes.
It rhymes and everything. I was like, ooh, this is it.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's like, you know, so Heyman was like, no. He was like, it's too violent. I was like, no. I was like, I'm not saying like I'm a hitman, like I'm gonna go shoot somebody. I'm saying like, you know, he was like, no, go back to the drawing board. Now mind y'all, this is right before we go out, like I'm telling you, like minutes before we go on the field. So I'm like, bro, okay, I gotta think of something else. So okay, the gift. So I was like, boom, I was like, okay, this time I'm gonna be called the gift. What about Brendon the Gift GMKREWE? Cause it's the gift, GMKREWE like GG, you know what I'm saying? Like the gift, yeah, like I'm God's gift to you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, no, that's too arrogant. I was like, Lord, I was like, what I'm gonna do? I was like, all right, so what?
Minutes before the show.
So a little backstory, I just went back to my roots and I was like, you know what? In 2012, when I was in high school, I started this company called My Vision Productions, and which I still have, you know, huge goals for this company. And you know, I was just like, you know, the initials for it is MVP, and I was like, the drum major is low key, high key, the MVP, like of the band, like, cause at the end of the day, we set the tone, like we said earlier in the video, we set the tone for whenever we kicking out, all that good stuff, like. It's the high key pressure be on us. So, you know what I'm saying? So the drum major is the most valuable player. So I was like, MVP. It works well with it ain't arrogant, you know, it ain't violent. You know what I'm saying?
And it's still you.
And it
was your company.
It matches me. So it was perfect. It was really perfect. So yeah, that's how I ended up getting the MVP. We did not have that name before, and that's how that went down. So that's how it was.
I love it. I love it.
So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. The next one is, I think this one was the first game.
Where were we?
I think we were ULM.
No.
ULM.
Oh, yeah, ULM.
Yeah, first game ULM, University of Louisiana Monroe. So let's check that one out. Look at that. You could see it. You could tell by my pants. You could tell.
Like, okay.
A little looser. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the little smooth turn.
I always do two little pumps. I don't know how you just always do that. Look at that hit.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
My boy was cold. I'm sorry, he was sick.
Look at that. Look at that. Yes, sir.
Let's go. What time is it?
Right.
Yes,
sir. Loved it. I ain't gonna lie. I loved it. So that was whenever I kind of started, you know, loosening up a little bit.
Right.
You know
a little bit more comfortable.
A little looser, you know what I'm saying? And then if y'all notice, I really did love to keep it simple because less is more. And I don't know, bro. It's just, that's just always been simple. The simpler, the better. At the same time, like, you still gotta cut up. You know what I'm saying? So.
You did some cutting up.
Yeah, I did some cutting up. Y'all can see, like, in the beginning of the season, you know, I wanted my first kick out, I wanted that to be kind of like the statement. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, okay, he gonna be doing some pretty nice stuff. And so just as the season progressed, I just kind of wanted to just
more and more
open up more and more. So
yeah,
let's go ahead and get on to the next one. The next one, this one is Tulane.
Yeah, Tulane.
And I think this is whenever I brought the shakeout, if I'm not mistaken. So
okay,
yeah, let's see that one. Crazy lead. Look at that crazy lead. picture right there. That is a beautiful picture right there. Hey, yeah, that was a good one. So that one was more of that's when I kind of started getting into, you know what? Matter of fact, shout out to Broadway, because that inspiration came from Broadway. The inspiration from that back then came from Broadway. First and foremost, y'all, if y'all don't know who I look up to as drum majors, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you go back and look at TJ, Terrell Jackson Jr., the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Shout out to Terrell Jackson Jr. though, man, because, you know, he's just the GOAT. Donovan Baker, amazing. Amazing. Louis Broadway, that was just like, Broadway just had the swag. He just had the swag that he was real lean. He was real smooth. He just had that swag that just made you just be like, oh, okay. And Celestine, bro, we can't forget about Celestine.
Oh, yeah.
The Celestine, you know, the GOAT of GOATs, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to all the people that came before me that paved the way, you know what I'm saying? Because it's been crazy. So, let me go ahead and move on to the next one. This is home. Oh.
Your first home
My first
game.
kick out in Mumford, y'all. This is my
no
first
hat.
kick out with no hat, and it was raining, and it was the first home game. I was nervous because I was like, bro, I can't mess up my first time. I cannot mess up my first time. And
First time in Mannequin.
yes, sir. So I was just like, yeah, yes, sir.
How you isolate everything like that?
I don't know. I just used to be those ticks. So guys, y'all gonna see how those ticks are really supposed to look. So
knees will be gone. Okay.
So look, now y'all, let me tell y'all, those ticks were, as y'all see the ticks when I went down, it was like tick, 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 tick. I did that because I wasn't trying to be in that lean for no much longer than I needed to be, and I didn't have a hat. I ain't need to be having no more pressure on my legs. I said, let me hurry this little tick up. So y'all gonna see later on what that tick was supposed to look like.
Right.
But I just had to kind of play it safe for that home game, first home game. I ain't had no hat. I was like, I need to focus on getting down and getting up. That was it. So shout out to that though. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to the next one. What was the next one? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Pause this. Pause. I'm sorry. Pause.
This is some legendary
Guys, listen. Let me tell y'all the backstory.
Please.
Before we even watch this video, before we even watch me do this Jackson State video. So during the season, a lot of times, the drum major, you know, we have a lot of idle time. So what I used to do is I used to always go down the hall. If you was in band, you already know what down the hall is. I used to go down the hall and I used to just work on my craft all day, every day. So a lot of times, my homie Trevor will come down there and he'll kind of tell me what's hot and what's not, okay? He'll be like, you know, hey, that's fire. All right, nah, that ain't fire, you know what I'm saying? So one day, I was doing something and so what I did it and I caught the baton behind my back. And so when I caught it behind my back, I was like, all right, so how am I gonna get it around to the front? Like what am I gonna do to get it around to the front? And I'm not really the biggest fan of twirling the baton. Like, I like the way it looks, but I just didn't want to bring that aspect to the band, you know, my year. I kind of wanted to bring back to the old school, just stick to the, you know, body movement and stuff. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? What's something different that I could do? You know what I'm saying? It's never really been done before, but you know. So Trevor was like, man, look, I don't know, boy, I don't know. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna freestyle or whatever. So I literally did it. Yes, bro. Like, I think if I have the video in my phone, because I think I have the video when I actually made it up. If I have this video, I'm going to insert the video after this. So I'm about to play the video right now.
Oh, you want to wait?
I want to do some shit like.
Ooh, you kill it. Did he do something like that?
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, do that again. Do it 3 times in a row without fucking up.
Is that shit whack to jump over shit?
No, shit not. Son, that shit not. Nobody did it.
Alright, so as y'all see, I'm glad I had the video, but as y'all see, like literally, so I freestyled and literally as soon as I grabbed it from behind, my instinct was to just jump over it. And as soon as I did it, Trevor was just like, oh, boy. Oh, that's it. We doing that. We doing it. And you know, and the crazy thing is, I was gonna save that for Bayou Classic. I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna save that for Bayou Classic because that's next level. I gotta say Bayou Classic.
Oh,
but,
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, but I don't know why I didn't. I just was like, man, I gotta do it for J State because I got it for J State. So I did it, and
oh my God.
Thing is.
Right. Continue the story.
Right. The thing is, when I first did this trick in front of the band, guys, it did not go well at all. I'm talking.
Mind you, we're in Jackson.
In Jackson. I'm talking. I didn't even get to the part where I jumped over the mace. Like when I kicked out in practice, because y'all know before we go to the game, that same day we always go to school, to like a high school, and we practice a field show. So I kicked out. And while we was at the high school practicing, I kicked out, guys, and literally as soon as I did the part where I was supposed to catch it behind my back, I kind of dropped the mace.
Oh,
so,
you didn't even get to the hard part.
I ain't even get to the hard part. I ain't get to the jumping over the mace part. I literally dropped it before I got to that part. And
well, were you just nervous to do it first?
I think because y'all, that was literally my first time like doing it in front of people. Now, I was already, you know what I'm saying, like I did it like down the hall a hell of times, but this was my first time trying it in front of the band. So when I did it, I just did something wrong. I did a step wrong. I wasn't supposed to bend my elbow. It was a lot that I did wrong, that I wasn't supposed to do, that I knew I wasn't supposed to do. But just my first time doing it, I kind of got nervous, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Dropped the baton. Brian was like, stick to what you know, all that good stuff. So I was just like, you know what?
Stick to what you know.
Bet, I got you. So literally, I started not to do it, but literally, it was kind of motivation, you know what I'm saying? When Brian was like, stick to what you know. And it was motivation, like literally right before we got on the field at the actual game. Right before we got on the field, Hamer just looked at me and was like, bust it. And I was like, say less. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to tell me. And as y'all see, I busted. So
yeah,
I feel like
I wait to watch.
I always felt like this was the one that was either gonna make or break my drum major career.
Yeah, definitely.
And so
it made it.
as y'all see,
This is a legendary guy right here.
Right. So we can press play now. So
Look at all them people, babe.
All those people,
Oh
guys.
my gosh. All those people.
I want y'all to know at this point, in my head, y'all was like, okay, am I gonna do it? Yep, I'm gonna do it. That's why. Once I landed, look how crazy I went because y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Man, y'all couldn't tell me nothing.
Oh
bro.
my gosh.
Yes, sir.
I remember because like, I don't think I knew what you were doing, but I think you said it was risky. Or no, not me, your mom. That's what I meant. You remember?
Yeah. I remember.
You had your
yes,
mom on edge.
I did, because I told everybody, I said, y'all, I'm not gonna tell y'all what I'm doing, but I'm tell y'all it's risky. This is the most risky thing I did. And I think y'all low key, that's why I didn't want to do it for Bayou Classic. Like, cause I was like, if it just so happened that I drop this baton out, that I don't land this jump.
You don't want it to be on.
I'm not about to let this be on national TV.
Right.
I'm not about to let this be on national TV. No, this can't happen.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Perfect, though,
I'm glad
all the
that
haters are there. I hate.
Yeah.
We don't like J State.
Yeah. So that was the perfect
Shining on
time.
them on their
Perfect
own
time to bring it
turf.
up. Yep. Did something that never was done in history at Jackson State. Stop playing with me, man. Yeah. So yeah, that was Jackson State, and that was the backstory of that guy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next. This is when I started, y'all. As y'all see, this is when I started really getting loose.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I'm
like,
saying?
all right.
This is when I started getting creative. So what's the next one? Boom.
Homecoming.
So you know what? So for the next video, guys, the next video we're gonna do is homecoming. Now for this video, what I'm gonna do is we actually gonna have to play the actual full thing so you guys can understand what's going on. But before we even play it, I just want to give a shout out to the GOAT, man, Terrell Jackson Jr., my uncle. Shout out to you, bro.
TJ.
Too cold, man. Too cold. Like the original Too Cold. Like,
yes.
Come on, bro. Like literally, it was nothing but God, bro, that allowed me to be in a position to pay homage to my uncle, who was actually drum majors literally exactly 20 years. It's something about this number 20. It's something about the number 20 in us, bro. It was crazy though. Literally 20 years after he was drum major, I was able to pay him homage, and I was actually able to literally mimic, recreate one of his back bends. And it was really just the most special thing, in my opinion, to me, because you know, it's not every day that you get to pay homage, you know, to people in your family, especially on a caliber like this. This is something that kids dream of, being drum major, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just so blessed to be able to say that, you know, I was one of the few that were chosen, you know what I'm saying, to lead the Human Jukebox. So
the leg. Shout
out. I'm about to get emotional just thinking about it. But shout out to the Unc, bro. So basically, just to kind of tell you guys how this went, I really basically turned into my uncle on this one. So basically, when you guys see, my Uncle TJ actually runs on the field and he gives me the baton. And so once he gives me the baton, it's like I low-key turn into him, like type stuff. So it's like, I'm honoring him, his 20th year. He runs on the field, he gives me the baton, and from that point on, I turned into the 1996 Terrell Jackson Jr., and I literally mimicked one of his kickouts. Yeah. So first what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the snippet of him coming and giving me the baton and then me doing the kick out, and then I'm going to do, I'm gonna put mine and his, you know, on top of each other. So this is how it is.
See you next year.
Homecoming.
Yes, sir. Alright, so as y'all see, this is whenever, as y'all see TJ running out to me. He's handing me the baton.
The one that he marched in.
Yeah, he marched in with that baton. And this is when I turned into TJ.
That was so nice.
Hey, this is a moment, guys. This was a moment for real. For real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey. Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to the dude, man. Like, that was, yeah, shout out to me and shout out to shout out to TJ. Shout out to TJ, guys. So now what I'm about to do is I'm about to put those two side by side, and y'all can watch and see exactly how I did what I did. So here is how this is what I reenacted, and this is how we look, you know, side by side.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? AEW Memphis Stadium, are you ready for the band rated #1 in your nation by USA Today? The Southern University Marching Band is led by drum major Terrell Jackson Jr. Show him some love.
See, your boy got it, honestly, running the blood, you know what I'm saying? Running the blood, bro. So yeah, I was honored, but that was one of my favorite kickouts that he did. So I was like, you know, it was 20 years later. So I was like, I think he did that. I think he did that for Jackson State, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot what game he did that, but I know for sure when he did do it, he was in Mumford. So I was like, it's only right, you know. So I was like, I gotta do that. So
didn't he say that was like he did it for the Back That Thing Up?
Yeah, that's whenever Back That Thing Up had literally just came out. So he was like, he wanted to do something for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as he started doing that, the crowd started going crazy. And of course with the shake, the crowd started going crazy. That's one thing, bro, with that shake. Y'all say what y'all want about the shake, but the crowd loves that shake, bro. Like, loves it. So I had to bring it back. Back, bro. So yeah, shout out to that, bro. That was one of my favorites because it meant that performance meant the most to me, honestly. I also got like 2 awards for homecoming. So yeah, man, it was just good times, bro. Like that definitely meant a lot to me. So shout out to you, much love to you, bro. So we're gonna go ahead and take it on to the next video. So the next video is Alcorn. This, I ain't gonna lie, guys, this is another one of my favorites because as y'all see, the ticks, I brought the ticks out for homecoming again. You know what I'm saying? So as y'all see, the last performance, I had brought the ticks out again, the little Hey, I ain't gonna lie, they was Chris. So that's how it was supposed to look for my first home game whenever I had my hat on. Remember how I was doing all that?
Right.
That's what it was supposed to be. So yeah. So I think I did the ticks as well from Alcorn. I think I did it from Alcorn on down, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but I mean from Homecoming on down. But I know sure I did it for Homecoming because I also wanted to pay homage to the '90s era that I saw it originally at. While I was paying homage to TJ. But yeah, so this is Alcorn. This is another one of my favorites.
Period, Pooh.
Yes, sir. I used to love when you kick, when you slow down that little kick right there.
Right?
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Yes,
That
sir.
makes a deadlift better.
Yes, sir. Y'all gotta look at the little isolation, bro. Now watch the ticks, watch the ticks. Yes, sir. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing, bro. Yes, sir, bro. That was yeah. Stop playing, man. Stop playing, bro.
That was great, bro.
Remember, y'all, this is my first year, bro. Like this was
Right.
my first and only year as drum major, bro. Like had I had my second year, man, had I had my second year, y'all don't even know what was in store. So the next one, guys, the next one that we do, like I said, Alcorn was one of my favorites, but this one, y'all, I really did a lot. Now that I'm thinking about it, I did a lot of things that was never done before. Now, this was my all-time favorite kick out. This was my 100% favorite. The reason being is because for one, it was something that was never done before. Again, something that was never done before. And for two, it was I had incorporated the Mannequin challenge when it was going on. And a lot of people really didn't catch that. But why? This was actually the week the Mannequin challenge started. And so I incorporated the Mannequin challenge with that. So this is my favorite one, guys. This is
What game is that?
I don't remember who we played. I know it's a home game, but I don't remember who we Texas Southern.
Texas
Yup.
Southern.
This is when we played Texas Southern. I brought out these guns. This is my favorite. So let's get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the most prolific
Hey, pay attention to the sound.
a world renowned, an international advance, the Southern University Hall of Fame from January.
Oh my God, y'all.
Did y'all hear that? Like, yes, sir.
Some love. Show him some love.
And look at that hop up. Look at that march.
Look at
Look at that march.
oh my
Look at that
God.
march.
Oh my God.
Look at that
Oh
march.
my
Look at,
God.
I'm telling you, man. Stop playing with the kid,
He's
man.
a monster.
Stop playing with the kid,
A
man.
monster.
Stop playing with the kid, man. I just wanted to. All right, we can stop right here. We can stop right here. Hey, y'all, like, stop playing with the kid, y'all. Look, did y'all hear that? Doom, tat, 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 doom. Hey, nah, but that was definitely my favorite kick out, bro. Cause I feel like I really got into my my innovation. You know what I'm saying?
And I also noticed the difference. Like you didn't go all the way up. You went like
here. About halfway through the season, I changed from going all the way up with my baton. Only because back in the gap, you know, they didn't used to go all the way up. Back in the gap, they used to bring it to about right there, and that used to be what it is. So, I really studied like the old school drum majors. I studied them. So everything that they did, I wanted to do. Everything they brought to the table, I wanted to bring to the table. So yeah, that was Texas Southern. That was one of my favorite ones, bro.
Yes.
Low key. Can we watch that one more time?
Yes.
Let's redo that one more time, guys. Cause just look at that, and come on, look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the most prolific collective marching band in all the land? The world renowned, the international advance,
You see the hair?
University Hall of Fame from January. The Southern
I had to get my balance.
Right.
Yeah. But look how straight the baton and all that. That's just perfect picture. Look how clean that hop up was. March.
Oh my God.
March. I'm sorry, guys. All right.
Killing the ground. Like,
Yeah, right.
I can see the force in each march, in each step.
Man. I loved it, man. This is something that I genuinely had a love for, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so this next one, guys, the next one is actually PV. I ain't gonna lie, this is another one of my favorites. Like, yeah, this is another one of my favorites. So, fun fact about this one is, y'all know how for Texas Southern I did the doom, chat, doom, alright? So for this one, for PB, it was really supposed to be like doom, chat. And the bass drums did their part, but the snare drums
Did not.
we ain't gonna talk about
Dropping
that.
the ball.
You ain't gonna lie, y'all dropped the ball on me with that one. I ain't gonna lie, but that one, it was still cool. It still turned out dope. So yeah, for that one, I'm not gonna play the one that has the drums in the background. I'm actually playing the one that's slow motion, all that good stuff, cause yeah. So yeah.
The boy be floating.
It's floating. Ooh. Y'all see my tongue I say in my head. It's cool though. Y'all, I played it off. Yeah. Halfway up, there we go.
Ooh, that's that Jigga City.
Yeah. Stop playing. Yes, sir.
Stop. Please stop. Please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Yes, sir, bro. Sheesh. Talk about old school, man. Yeah.
Wow.
All body movement. That's all I wanted to
Right.
focus on, bro. As drum major, body movement. Listen, sir. Hey, shout out that. Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good
That was
one.
a
The
good one.
form was really nice.
Yeah, facts. Like as y'all see, I was a lot more comfortable at this time. These was my last few games. Yeah, so this is great. Yeah, that was one of my faves for sure. Like high key one of my faves. Dang, I had a lot of faves.
Right.
I love them all. But man, so this next one, guys, this was my last performance as drum major.
Yeah.
So backstory about this one. So this performance was really bittersweet for me. It was bittersweet before I even knew I wasn't coming back as drum major. Because in my mind during this performance, this wasn't my last performance. In my head, at Bayou Classic, this wasn't my last performance.
Right.
I just knew I was gonna have a second year. So it was bittersweet because of the fact that I didn't do what I originally really wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Why? I don't know. I can definitely say it was because of I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I think it was because of the uniform, all that stuff. But
Oh yeah.
that's what I really want to touch on. Yeah. So for this performance, my goal for drum major was every Bayou Classic. I wanted to bring out a new uniform. I wanted to do. And then I just knew it was like, you know what, Brendon, you've had a great season. You've done a lot of great things. You've been getting a lot of recognition. A lot of people are saying they really love what you've been doing as drum major. But what can you, right? Even so, like a lot of my faves, like, bro, I remember Broadway came and told me to my face was like, your name is stamped in history books. Like he told me that literally right after the Jackson State field show. He was right there and he was like, yo, your name is stamped. So that was something that really meant, you know what I'm saying, a whole lot to me because that's somebody who I studied all day. So yeah, I just had to really be like, okay, Brendon, if you've done so much good stuff so far this season, what can you do for Bayou Classic that's literally never been done before? Again. That's literally something that's going to be remembered for Bayou Classic and something that's going to catch people's eye.
Yes, and that it did.
That's when and that's when I started thinking deeper than the moves. I was like, you know what? I feel like the drum major plays such a big part in the band, you know, that it's time we deserve something new. We deserve to look fresh. We deserve something new, you know?
Icy.
Right, and I was always like, bro, the Dancing Dogs get new uniforms every year, like every
multiple uniforms.
Multiple. So I was like, bro, it's only right. So shout out to Miss Laquita, man, because we got with Miss Laquita. Man, I just love her so much for this.
And he marched in. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
He marched in a totally different uniform.
Facts.
Like in a regular, everybody was used to that uniform. Like, oh, okay, that's what he wearing today. And then he left when we left, right?
Yeah.
When the dogs left to go change into our new uniform, he left too.
Yep.
And when he came back, the whole band
Yeah,
was
because
like,
by the way, this was a mission. This was something that we had been working on since before homecoming. So this was something that I also didn't tell anybody about. Nobody in the band knew about it. Nobody, like literally nobody but me, Mr. Hamer, and Miss LaQuita. We were the only three, and Mr. Hart I think knew about it as well. But we were the only three that knew anything about this, anything about it. So when I left for halftime, everybody was wondering like where I was going.
Right.
I was going to change. So I think I was I know I'm the first to ever go change during halftime.
Yeah.
So I went to go change, and when I came out, the whole band was like,
they just set the mood. It was like, I'm about to do this.
The whole band was like, yo, what, bro? Look at this dude, like, bro, you icy, like.
Yes.
So
Too clean.
But I designed it. Yes, too clean. Like so what I did, bro, I just took the uniform. I designed it personally. I told Hamer, man, I want a Columbia blue jacket. I want a blue coat, something that's gonna be real icy. I want a white hat. You know, I just designed the whole thing. I sat down. That's one thing I was really thankful for. Miss Hamer was like, you know, if you're gonna do it, you design it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have full control. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that it don't look stupid.
Right.
so he gave me that full control, and I came out, and y'all, I came out with that icy blue, and it was something that the band ain't never seen, the world ain't never seen. So y'all, yeah, here's my Bayou classic, the last thing I've ever done as drum major. Yeah. Look at that icy, man, just icy white.
Oh, look at the Superdome. It's just
Look at all those people, man. Oh, this is my farewell, and I didn't even know it.
Look at you. You look so clean. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yes, no sleep, and then I slow shake, went into the full shake.
Jeez.
Yes, sir. I lost my balance a little bit.
I love it. I still love it. I think it happened exactly the way it's
I ain't gonna lie, this is my least favorite performance, but at the same time I really appreciate it. I just know it could have been a lot cleaner, just because of me being me. I know it could have been a lot cleaner, but it was definitely still dope. I still did what I was supposed to do. I didn't mess up, I didn't fall.
Yeah.
So I was just thankful for that, bro. But yeah, man, that was the MVP, bro. That was my journey from drum major, bro. I want to first just give a shout out to the legacy, man, because as you all know, man, it's literally a handful of people, man, that's allowed to say that they were the drum major for Southern University. And I am blessed to be a part of the league. I'm blessed to be able to say that I led the Human Jukebox. Yeah, shout out to all of the people in the leg, bro. Shout out to everybody who paved the way for me, man. Every drum major in front of me, and every drum major that's gonna be after me, man. Thank y'all for the leg. Thank y'all. Carry it on. If you want, whoever's about to be drum major next year, because I know my boy Trey Blunt. Shout out to Trey Blunt. I'm definitely gonna do some reactions to you, bro. Definitely gonna do some reactions to TJ, and Tevin, and Keith. We gonna keep it going, but whoever about to be drum major next, make sure you carry the leg with pride, man.
Yes.
And just shout out to us, man. Shout out to the leg. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, bro.
Before we end the video, look at my shirt.
Yeah, shout out to her, bro. I have the best support system, bro. When I crossed, they had shirts. When I was drum major, they had shirts. First lady.
First lady.
First lady. But yeah, bro. So that was the MVP, bro. That was my tenure. As y'all see, I did a lot of things that was done for the first time. I had never been done before. A lot of y'all probably didn't even know that some of that stuff had never been done before. But yeah, bro. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, we gonna go ahead and. Me too. I don't want to end it, but yeah, we can go ahead and end it, guys. We can go ahead and end it. We'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey, babe. I mean, I would say